What's up, fellas? Tricks Ridiculous back with another video. So we are right upon the Kate Bishop release. She's coming out in just a couple of days, depending on when you're watching this video. And we did get some gameplay as well. So I'm going to be giving my thoughts as to what you can expect from this DLC, the Taking Aim DLC. Now, before we do, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. It really does help the channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'll start on a positive note today. During the weekly developers stream, which they do every Friday, they actually played as Kate Bishop on stream, showing off her gameplay, showing off some abilities, and honestly, I gotta tell you, she looks absolutely phenomenal. I was absolutely blown away by how smooth and badass her gameplay looks, and I think, everyone else that was in the chat at the time absolutely had the same sentiment. Everyone thought she looked absolutely awesome, and it'll be really, really interesting to see how she is in game once the floodgates are open and everyone has their chance to kind of play around with her skills and get builds going. So I'll link the dev stream in the chat if you want to watch it for yourself, or if you just want a breakdown of her abilities and some looks at some of the new exotics she's using, check out Tony Bing's video on that. I'll also link that in the description. So on to some disappointing news. Now, it was revealed a couple of days ago that both the AIM Clone Lab, which is basically the first raid that we're going to get, and the Omega level threat version of the Super Adaptoid boss fight will both be delayed for further polish. So why is that so bad, and what can we really expect from the DLC at this point? Well, obviously, we're still going to get Kate as a character to level up, to gear, and to just mess around with, so that's great. That'll definitely breathe some life into the game. For the actual Taking Aim campaign, it's really anyone's guess how long it will be, but I expect it'll play out as a series of iconic missions. My prediction is we're going to get a little prompt, on reset on Tuesday that, go to Shield Substation and talk to Maria Hill. Once we go into her office, it'll kind of trigger that Kate cutscene, at which point we'll then get the little icon that says Kate Bishop, now a playable character, and then her first iconic mission is going to actually show up on the map with her symbol as the icon on the map, and then the story I think will just progress through mission after mission, obviously with cutscenes. If you remember the previous iconic missions for the original 6, those all had cutscenes and told a little bit of a story as well. So I think that's how the story's going to play out through this DLC. Again, it's anyone's guess how long it's going to be. I'm going to say 5 iconic missions, the 5th one obviously being the big Super Adaptoid mission, but again, it's really anyone's guess. But the story does seem like it could be pretty long to kind of find out what's going on with Hawkeye, so I'm thinking 5 is probably a safe number. Now, unfortunately, that will be the end of the DLC for now. With the Clone Labs and the Mega Level Adaptoid mission being kind of still in the oven, once you beat the actual campaign, with Kate, you just kind of go about leveling and gearing her the same way you've been doing for months. You're going to be doing your hives, your villain sectors, vaults, and tachyon rifts. This is a problem because players are mostly over this type of content. No one wants to do rifts anymore. No one wants to do hives anymore, right? The Clone Lab and the Adaptoid mission, respectively, were both supposed to be kind of that new endgame grind. It was going to be that new piece of endgame content that we were supposed to grind for gear and kind of be able to, pick up new gear and have a new challenge for our characters, a new reason to kind of test our builds. I've said in previous videos that it's not just new content that we need, right? Because the Taking Aim campaign, that is new content. I'm not going to say that's not new content. The campaign, the whole story with Kate, story with Hawkeye, that is content, right? By, quote unquote content. But we need a repeatable grind in our content. A one and done story campaign might bring some players back, just to check it out. But once they finish it and then they realize, oh, okay, I have to go back to doing tachyon rifts. Well, I've already done a million of those. That's why I stopped playing the game. They're just going to be done again, right? They're just going to leave again. They'll just put the game back down. So, as always, I'm not calling anybody out at Crystal Dynamics specifically, as I know they are really doing the best they can, with what's available to them now. But I wholeheartedly believe that a fresh, challenging end game grind is really going to be the best thing to bring players back and keep them playing, especially because there's no PvP in this game. It's a PvE only game, so we need raids, we need big time end game missions for players to stay interested. It can't just be, Tachyon Rifts forever, right? So I just hope that they understand that, that they understand these things, and that when those pieces of content do start dropping, when the Clone Labs finally comes out, when that Adaptoid mission comes out, like I said, they've been holding on to them for quote-unquote polish, they're saying. I'm just hoping once they do drop, they will be worth the wait. And then for all subsequent content that comes out, I think, my hope is that the actual end game content is the first priority. Like that's what they should be focusing on when they're releasing a piece of content. It shouldn't be like, okay, how's the story, how's the character, whatever. It should be, okay, like what's going to get people coming back to this content drop tomorrow, next week, next month. Like what are we delivering in this piece of content that's going to keep people playing? Because if it's just, a 2-hour story campaign, and then, oh, hey, you can level up this character doing the things you've been doing for the last 2 months, that's not going to fly. Now, I'm not expecting a full-on raid every single time something comes out. It could be really anything. It could be a refresh to the loot pool. It could be tons of new loot that comes out in all the different, hives and things like that. Just something to keep players grinding, because just blindly leveling up another character to just continue playing the same missions is really not going to cut it. But, we can only hope. Obviously, no amount of bitching is going to get that content dropped any faster. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on that. And hopefully, like I said, Crystal Dynamics understands for future content that should be front of mind for them. But until then, I plan on grinding Kate just like all of you, and honestly, thinking of trying a melee build for her, so we'll see how that works out. But anyway, that's it for me in this video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed playing as Kate, and again, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Take it easy, guys.